Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin did form that one more high that we actually wanted to see. Today it was only a wick and we got rejected strongly. So I just want to give you an update, highlight what the price is doing. And I mentioned in my video earlier today or yesterday that we could possibly see a top in this B wave, yesterday or today. It might be that we have topped now, okay? However, it's not clear. It's not guaranteed. We are still holding support, so I prefer the market to tell me that we've topped, and it will do that once we get a sustained break below support at 66,678. But what I want to share with you is that we were obviously looking for one more high. That one more high happened today. It was not really a healthy fifth wave. It was only, let's say, rather shallow and got rejected strongly. But it is technically another high that we wanted to see, just very weak. But we have enough waves in place now to call this move up complete. So remember what I highlighted to you earlier today? We talked about this support zone and I highlighted, okay, to really count this move up complete, I need to see another high before we probably start the C wave to the downside. And yeah, that happened. So now, and that's really what I want to communicate, now that we have that one more high, yep, further extensions are still possible. However, we now have the minimum number of waves complete to count this structure as fulfilled, okay? So that means the risk for a move down has increased. So let's talk about the structure and then I will tell you my own preference. So the idea is that an A wave to the downside bottomed here. I know that, that's the idea that we're in this wave 4 correction. A wave down, this here is a B wave rally into resistance, also into my target area, and then a C wave down. And from here, if the C wave happens, and it will get confirmed with a break below 66,678, well, then we are looking at a C wave to the downside in wave 4, possibly targeting, well, the ideal target normally for a fourth wave overall is the 38.2 Fib level, and that's at 55.4K. But I'm not necessarily saying that we will get to that level. No, what we can do is we can take the length of the A wave, so we measure that. Then we go to the high of the B wave, and we're looking for the 100% extension level. That's going to be a key target. $59,090. So that would be a realistic target for Bitcoin if the C wave has started already. That would be realistic. Can always go a bit lower, but that would be a key milestone target on the chart. But has the B wave really bottomed? So obviously, when we talked about this wave 4 correction, and I shared with you that we're likely in the B wave. A B wave is a 3-wave move. A wave, B wave, C wave. Okay, so a C wave has 5 waves. And what can we see? 5 waves, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and that's where we were earlier today. And I highlighted we need one more high to call this C wave completed. And that happened. Now, it's always a little bit frustrating when that 5th wave isn't really clear, because this was rather a 3-wave move. Now that's fine because we're dealing with a diagonal, so the 5th wave can be a 3-wave move, but it didn't reach 73 to 75K. I would have liked to see the price reach that those levels for clarity, but as I said, the minimum number of waves are complete. So does it mean we could have topped? Yes. Do I confirm a top at the moment? No. I want to see a break below 66,680 as confirmation. That is the level I need to see broken. Until then, it is possible, and to be honest, I prefer that. But that's just because it wasn't very clear, that 5th wave. I would prefer this. Yeah, that we basically, and I would prefer that until we break below that support level. That this was just an A wave down, an overshooting B wave, and a C wave down. But I have to say probabilities are now very balanced because the minimum requirements for this C wave are completed. And we also reached the target area anyway that is highlighted in white. Yeah. So that's sort of what I'm watching. I think the levels should be clear. Next micro support levels are at 68,477, 67,572, and then 66,678. If we now obviously reverse and I want to give you that key level. So if we now break above the 50% FIB level, basically 70,100, that would be an early indication that we are complete, that the fourth wave is complete, that the downside pressure is reducing, and we start wave 5. And that's the count I prefer. But as I said, the wave 5 could be in, so wave 5 of C of B could be in. It's now just sort of taking a step back and just watching, because I think the risk has become quite high. But then again, the support area is still active. It's still a tradable area if anyone wants to do a bit of range trading or scalping. And I will not confirm a top until I see that break below support. We don't want to prematurely become short-term bearish here. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.